Welcome to the Modern Professional Polishers Academy, where we answer daily questions, give you tips and tricks, and motivation to help you navigate the world of paint correction. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Pro Polishers Academy, where we help paint correctors like you turn your systems into consistency by moving you through the learning curves faster, utilizing formulas that work without fail. I'm Smitty, and I'll be your lead instructor. Let's get into it. In today's inner game call, we went over code switching with clients and why it's important to know how to switch gears when you're in conversation with your customers. Check it out. Cool. So today we are talking about code switching with clients. So most people know what code switching is, some don't. But basically, it's being able to shift to the environment that you're in as far as the conversation that you're having with anybody, man, and being able to blend in, basically. So you assimilate, but you're not selling out. You're not being who you are, but you also aren't just being the elephant in the room. So it's a life skill that's necessary for all to understand. Yet most don't even know it exists, and if they do know, they don't know how to implement it. So my main or the easiest explanation of this is basically when in conversation you're just going with the flow of the demographic that you're around. Some people take it to the extreme and they become someone they're not, like I was saying, and so it's important to keep that bubble in the middle and stay balanced in the conversation. When it comes to the different clients that we speak with or potential leads that we gather up for our detailing business, we have to apply this communication tactic strategically and according to the origin of the client at hand. So if we're talking to someone in a casual environment, say you start a conversation with someone in the mall and they ask you about your services. You can't give them a scripted response like you would a lead that's potentially coming to your business or seeing your work with their own eyes that's actively looking for service this very moment. So the way that you respond to the lead that's looking to do business right away can be overzealous for the person in the mall, and then the way you converse with the one in the mall may be too informal for the potential customer that just walked through the doors at the shop. So handling either of these situations incorrectly can potentially make you lose their business. You have to remember that we're not traditional salesmen, right? So we're not trying to force anyone into booking with us, nor get them to go for the gusto and get them to get the most expensive package if it doesn't fit their goal. We're undercover salesmen. So we have to be salesmen in this game, but we got to be undercover. And an undercover salesman, their job is to educate and inform the client. But keep in mind that contingent upon how you come across them, that potential client, some of them may want you to sell to them. So they may actually want all of the info you can throw at them. And that's, again, where understanding the tool of code switching comes into play. For example, if the people coming in to see you physically, or they're calling in through Google and they're looking for pricing and direct sales, you have to be ready to shoot straight and be blunt with those. But the ones coming in through Facebook or DM on Instagram, those guys are looking for quick information, maybe a quick quote. So a less aggressive method is all you need. Some of those people coming in through, quick DM, how much, when can you get this in, or what, the ones that don't seem serious, sometimes they can be, but because these platforms are so informal, they're laid out on the couch messaging you about getting something done, and they may potentially spend the money. So you don't want to come at them with the full-blown rhetoric, with a paragraph or 3 long response with all these different packages. Don't give them all the packages. Give them the one that you want to sell, right? If this is your medium package, this is the one you like to apply, you get the best result out of it and you make the best money out of it. Just show them one package. And if they go for it, cool. If they actually do come in, you can sell them more. You can show them some more stuff. But don't hit them with every single price tag, because that was already an informal introduction between you and them. So advantages of code switching. You can handle a lot more types of clients. Those who don't like to code switch typically only have 1 or 2 types of clientele, and that can affect your revenue generation. So, you might hear people saying that they're not getting the cars in that they want to see, and other detailers might go, yeah, I feel you, but you might not know that this person is not getting those cars in because they don't like talking to as many people as they should. So the situations can be different. If you only know how to deal with the regular detail client, and you don't know how to interact with the four-figure client, you cannot be shocked as to why you can't get these higher paying jobs to come in. You got to be able to code switch and talk with these people differently. When that dog hair car calls in on Google, how much to get this done? They literally just said, hey, how much, within the first few words in the first sentence. Ceramic coating clients, they take a minute to even say ceramic coating. Yeah, I was checking out your website and I was looking at your stuff. It looks really good. And you're just like, okay, I hope this is a ceramic customer. And then they finally get to it. So the approach is just completely different. You got to be able to speak with these guys. The business, it can more often, another advantage, it can more often feel like play than work when you're not treating every conversation like a strict business deal. So let's just say you're that person, you like to be, cut and dry. You want everything to just be completely, what's going on, Kev? You want everything to be completely professional. You can actually hurt yourself doing this. So when everything is a business deal, it can be draining. If you're dealing with a client on average for 30 minutes, 45 minutes from start to finish in the consultation, and you're not relaxing with that client that's actually looking for a more informal approach during the booking process, you not only stress yourself out, because you think about it, you could be potentially doing 3 to 5 of these consultations per day. You're being that strict and that stern in your process for almost 3 to 5 hours out of the day. You're burning yourself out, but then you could also miss out on more information from the client, which leads me to point number 3. You get access to a greater understanding of the client that you're dealing with when you know how to code switch. So in this example, if you're dealing with a client that's clearly all about business and you know to turn your formal sales approach on at the right time, they could be so blown away by your concrete professionalism that they start telling you about the many other vehicles that they want you to get, that they actually want to get polished out by you once this one that's getting booked at the moment is finished. So if you knock that one out, now you've opened the door because of that concrete professionalism to get more vehicles. And then on the flip side, on the contrary, if you've got that client that's a little more down to earth and you're able to do professional business with them on their level, they can reveal the same information, same additional information about these vehicles, because you've let them know that they can be comfortable carrying on a conversation about something else that they're caring about aside from that vehicle that's in the building. So that's when you begin to reel in the wife's vehicle, the mother's, the father's, children's, because you were more down to earth than they thought you'd be. And I mean, just one little question, asking them a question while you're filling out their paperwork or filling out the invoice, just asking, so, how long you been in the area? Man, you'd be surprised at how much of an open door, that'll kick down for you or break open for you just off of 1 or 2 questions, man. And they'll start just giving you everything. Me and Eli went to go get a Lincoln from a guy one time, and Aviator. And in his backyard, he had a barn with, what did he have in there? Like he had 2 Corvettes. He had a C5 Corvette. I think he had 2 C5s. One of them had a crazy Ford Pro-Charged motor in it. It was sick. And, if we were just straight to the point, we wouldn't have even gotten in his backyard to see those cars. So he had this old school Lincoln. I think it was like a Mark IV, Mark V. It wasn't my favorite car, but it was dope, and we wouldn't have seen that stuff if we'd gone over there just to get this Lincoln Aviator and roll out. So when I sold life insurance, being able to code switch was what helped get in good with the family. So you're going inside of these people's homes. Most of the time, if you were working it like I was on the weekends, you're going in after dark. You're dealing with husband, wife, and then sometimes all of the other family members living in that house. They're sitting in the room next to you or sitting in the room with you, right? And so you sitting at the table with all these people. You got to be able to quickly shift gears, going from one house to another multiple times a day, and do it without getting mentally burnt out in the process in order to see the success you're looking for. So I really pulled that into the sales for detailing, because man, if you can't switch up and deal with different types of people, it's not going to work. And I also learned, some of you guys might have heard me talk about it before, but you only have 4 types of people. I have yet to run into another category of people. You have the nonchalant, you've got the angry person, why are you calling my phone? We talked about this the other day. You've got the excited person who is waiting on your call, and then you've got the know-it-all, right? So you're going to get one of those four. You need to be able to code switch with all of them. You really only want to deal with two of those four. You know, the nonchalant person, a lot of times they'll turn into a customer, and then the one who's excited. But the angry person and the know-it-all, I mean, even a know-it-all, sometimes you deal with them too. You know, you just got to know how to work them in the situation. Let them know what they know, and then when you finish the project, they'll see, okay, yeah, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't been able to do that type of work. So, you know, almost everybody but the angry person, but you got to be able to switch it up when you're having conversations with these folks, man. If you want to hear the rest of that call, join us in the Pro Polishers Academy. The link is in the description below. It's only $99 a month, and you get access to our live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday calls. And you also get access to the call archive where you can go back, listen to anything from the past, and get caught up before we jump into the next live call. You also get access to our 24/7 Discord server. If you're stuck on a vehicle, you need some help knowing which product to use, if you need help pricing a vehicle, whatever the case may be, somebody's in there to be able to help you out with that. And also go download my free correction and coding product guide. It's got a few of our favorite products that we use right here in the studio, so you can get your business streamlined with a system that works every time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button for more videos just like this. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you next time. The paint is waiting on you. Peace.